YouTube! Welcome back to another early reveal and double box opening of Infinite Forbidden. This video is sponsored by Combi Digital Entertainment. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you can take a look at future early reveals and products upcoming for the next season. I'm sure you're excited to have a look at some of the new Fiendsmiths cards and what rarities some of these cards are going to be in. Without further ado, let's jump into the box opening now. Alright, here is my first box here. Got two of these to crack on open. Be excited to see what imports we get as well as world premiere archetype potentially. Pack number one, we've got Infinite Forbidden booster number 104. We've got Service Puppet Play, a Dark End Evaporation Dragon as part of the Light and Darkness support monsters in theme that we're getting. Sangen Kyle, the new trap cards for Tenpai. Interdimensional Matter Forwarder. And first, secret rare out the box here, we got Dominus Purge, the brand new Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring style hand trap per se. Does lock you out of using Dark Water and Fire monsters for the entire duel though. Probably be seeing this in quite a different number of archetypes and decks in the future. That's a good card right off the bat here. Cosmo Queen, Blazing Bombardment Beast. I think this is a new card here. We have a Machine and a Pyro Fusion monster. And you know what, it comes to fusion monsters, we're always making sure to check the super polymerization validity with these cards. So this is just, yeah, Machine and a Pyro, which basically breaks apart Amblo Whale if people are doing that in the TCG. For Snake Eye, and if it's special, destroy monsters your opponent controls with 19 or less attack. That's pretty strong. Depressed Part. It's a really sad leopard. And the new Memon Totlin support with Sleepy. It's a level 3 beast, and it's a common. Pack number two, we've got the Whitewoods Trap as a common. Interdimensional Forwarder. Sylvie, common. The main starter, I think, is Sylvie, right? Out of Whitewoods, I think three of them do that. And we've got Drytron New 2, Dark Magic Mirror Force, Cosmic Tree Irmstill, Kochobo's Hinamatsuri. This is a level 7 Dark Machine. If it's in your hand to grave, target a machine on the field for the rest of this turn. You can't special from the extra except Xyz machines and special this. Management leaves field, and if you do have to map monsters attacking this card's level becomes that one. But Machine Extender card. Particularly with level 10s would be really good because it manipulates itself. Go into Liba or something potentially. Paralyzing Mushroom. And Rusia of the White Forest. Sublimation's a common. The brand new Madolche Link monster. This is a really good support card for Madolche. Link 3, and it's a common. Gimmick Puppet Little Soldiers is a common. We got Golem that guards the Millennium Treasures, and an ultra rare, we've got the Shield of the Millennium Dynasty, the new Sengen Jin style Millennium Exodia pieces support cards. Our first ultra rare of the set here. Sleepy, Madolche Desert, Maiden of the Millennium Moon, and the Mansion, the Gimmick Puppet field spell, is also a common. Night Armed Dragon, the Armed Dragon Knight, Millennium Treasures, Matter Forwarder, Broomy. And Var, Valmolican Concord, is a super rare, the new Link 2 for Valmonica support. Rusia, Dipsy Fiend. This is a level 4 Water Fiend. Discard a card, declare an attribute except water. Special this from your hand to either field. It's never good to special monsters to your opponent's side of the field. This card becomes that attribute till the end of this turn. And if you special this card to your opponent's field, you can special level 4 lower Fiend with an original attribute other than the declared one from your hand or grave to your field. For the rest of this turn, you can't special from the extra deck except Fiends. I feel like we might be overloaded on Fiend and Fiend support and extenders in something like Yubel and Unchained, but if anyone can come up with some combos with this, I mean, let me know in the comment section. Another tree, and we have the Fiendsmiths Lacrima. It's a common. Millennium cards, Guardian of the Voiceless is a common. Meteora Drytron common. Little Soldiers, spell card, the Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn spell card. The quick play version. With Dark Magician on the artwork there. This one is a super rare. Gimmick Puppet Rogue Doll is a common. Fiendsmith Sequence, Imstrel, and Snapper. It's pretty low rarity cards here for Gimmick Puppets, especially that I'm noticing. And some Fiendsmith stuff as well, although I assume the spell card. We'll see if we can hunt that down in Secret Rare. Dark End Evaporation. Aerial Eater. This is a Wind Fusion. Again, I'm thinking Super Poly. Two fiends with the same attribute. That's not that hard to achieve, is it? This is Fusion. Send a fiend from your deck to the graveyard. This card is in your grave. Banish 2 level 6 or higher fiends with the same attribute as each other from your grave, except itself, and special this card. And it is level 6 as well, by the way. This seems like a crazy strong Super Poly target for Yugioh and Unchained, potentially. And just any sort of Fiendsmith pile, really, with Fiend monsters these days. That's kind of incredible. Dangen Kaio, Cattle Scream, and ultra rare, we got the Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. Looks absolutely beautiful. Light and Darkness Dragon, OG, boss monster from back in the day. And the whole theme designed around him, so that's kind of cool. Zappa Shrimp, Vesper Girsu, Dipsy Fiend, and the Bombardment Beast. Next pack here, we've got the Midochi Link, Dora Dora. That's 10. Broomy. Fantasix Machinix is a super rare. That is Quattro. Or, I think it's Quattro, right? He's the gimmick guy from Zexal? By the way, later seasons of Zexal are actually genuinely insanely good. Alright, that's some gimmick puppets here. Lacrima, Hintamatsuri, Desert, and Rusia. Necroquip Princess. What's all these new fusion monsters? A monster equipped with a monster card plus a fiend monster card that must be special from the extra by sending the above cards from your hand or field to the grave. You can only control one like this. You can only control one with this name. If a monster is sent from the field, from the hand to the grave to activate a card or effect, you can activate one of these effects, equip one of those to this as an equip, and it gives it 500 or draw a card. Next up, we've got Light End Sublimation Dragon, new to Service Puppet Play, and Fiendsmiths Tract. A secret rare, add a Light Fiend from your deck to your hand and discard a card. Heart and Soul, the brand new engine package, Fiendsmith deck, archetype, theme, whatever you want to say. It's a secret. Vespa Girsu, Rogue Doll, Beast, 3 and 1. That's 10. Trap Gatherer, White Forest, Trap card, Voiceless Voice Trap card. We've got the Memantotlan Boss Monster of Creation King. This guy's an absolute beast, by the way. Illusion, technically. It's a super rare. That's really cool. Mansion, Snapper, the League of Uniform Nomenclature Strikes. I think this is new. Target face a monster control and equip 2 monsters with the same original name as that target from your hand, deck, and or grave to it as an equip spell. And if you do, it cannot attack or be destroyed while equipped with those 2 cards. You cannot special for the rest of the turn. After this resolves, accepts monsters with the same original type as the targeted monster. You can only activate 1 of these cards per turn. Okay, there's definitely a world where this card is pretty crazy. It locks you into just that typing, but if all your deck does is, you know, special Cyberses or dragons or beasts or whatever, then that's actually not really too much of an issue. And just equipping 2 from the deck that you can immediately just link off with like Linkaribo or Amorage if it's a low-level monster and then trigger some grave effects could be absolutely ridiculous. Insect support? I'm thinking B-Trooper could use this, maybe? Anyway, let's keep going. We've got Moon of the Closed Heaven. There it is. As advertised on the Twitter feed previously. You might have seen on Yu-Gi-Oh! Card EU. And it's the Link 2 Light Fiend monster. That's all you really need. You just need a Light Fiend Link 2. And, yeah, Nightmare Mermaid vibes, basically. Moon of the Closed Heaven. Cattle Scream, Night Dragon, Drytron, Sylvie, EXOD, Fires of Rage, super rare. Paralyzing Mushroom, Dipsy Fiend, Millennium Moon, and Betten Bat. Little Soldiers, Meowcaroons, Puppet Play, Voiceless Voice, Centurion, Atri, the Dragon Tuner. I feel like that deck has always been played better as an engine of sorts, and I think this kind of further exacerbates that, so that's cool to see. Anyway, it's a super rare here. Beautiful artwork. Nomenclature Strikes, Closed Heaven, Desper Pard, and Volmina, Statue of the Sacred Dragon. There's a level 2 Light Dragon Pendulum. For monster specialed by your trap effect, except during the damage step, you can target a card in the field, return it to the hand, and then special this card. So if you special Golden Lord with Sanguine, you can special from your skill. And then when an opponent monster declares an attack, you can place this card in your pen zone, and if you do, return the opponent's monster to the hand. You can only use the effect once per turn. This card in the monster zone is destroyed, place it in your zone, in your pen zone. Okay, so, I mean, the first thing I thought of was Eldritch, because that deck summons with Sanguine all the time. And then you just have this constant, like, Grand Mole style effect. It was kind of a nuisance to deal with, I suppose. Night Dragon, that's 10. Fiendsmith Sank is a common. Gendamore, Fiendsmith in Paradise, super rare. Shrimp, Deep Sea, and Midochi Dessert. Rumi! Cattle Scream, Forwarder, Night Dragon, Mimighoul Archfiend. Anyone ever heard of a Mimighoul? It's an Earth super rare fiend flip effect. If it's the main phase, apply these in sequence. Flip effect, and okay, sure. Your opponent draws a card. or send a card from your hand to the graveyard, or give control of this card to your opponent. During your main phase, special this from your hand to your opponent's field in face-down defense position. If this is normal or special, change one face-down monster on the field to face-up attack or defense. You can only use effect once per turn. If this card is special summon, change one... So if you special it face-down, I assume that doesn't trigger, right? Okay. It looks like Mimighouls are some sort of a flip-oriented, give your opponent themselves type of card theme. Yeah. That's our world premiere, Mimighouls. Alright, let's see if we can pull a few more and see what else this deck can do. Dragon's Light, Rogue Dog, Close Heaven, Madolche Dessert. Halfway through this box now, we've got a Little Soldier, Salvation, Kaio, Mewtwo, Mimighoul Dragon. Okay, we're getting some Mimighouls here. Alright, this is super rare, by the way. Dragon Earth. Was the other one a dragon? It was a fiend. Okay, so I think they're all Earth monsters with different typings. If it's the main phase applies in sequence, draw a face-up monsters you control, except Mimighouls. Destroy all face-up monsters you control. So, like, yeah, like the entire win con appears to be give this to your opponent and then flip it some way. And then when it's flipped, it destroys their whole field. So I guess there's probably a way to manually do that. Give control of this to your opponent, or during your main phase, special this from your hand. So same effect as the previous Mimighoul. And if it's normal or special, you can add Mimighoul Spell and Trap from your deck to your hand. Okay, so this has a Spell and Trap associated with it. All right, next pack. Got the Meteora, Aerial Eater, Gendamore, Sanct, Fiendsmiths, Desiree. So this one is a super rare. Okay, all right. So just the field spell, the spell card. The important one is secret, and the rest seem to be quite low rarity here. There's another Close Heaven, Dragon's Light, Shrimp, and Bombardment Beast. Broomy, Necroca Princess, and an ultra rare, the unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. 5 forbidden monsters. We're not talking about the forbidden limited list. We are talking about the pieces. Have been destroyed by opponents' card effects. You might have already seen this drop from over in the OCG, but yeah, it's an ultra rare in our Infinite Forbidden booster. That's really cool. White Forest, Night Dragon, Dora, Gendamore, the Creation King again, the penned guy, and some stuff we've already seen. Alright, so I think I'm due another secret in this box here. Let's see if I can get it soon. There's a couple of packs left as we pull the EXOD. I'm actually completely lying. I completely forgot that the very first pack had a secret. It was Dominus Purge, wasn't it? Follow here is Desiree. The upcoming national season, or WCQs rather. It's going to be interesting to see just how much of an impact info is going to make here. Maybe we'll be seeing some spicy gimmick puppet plays is exactly what I was thinking about, actually. Especially considering how it's all very low rarity here. The Fanatics Machinix is also a super rare. Perhaps this is going to finally be the Mimighoul meta. I say finally, but implying we've seen them before. Until today, we've got the Dark Magic Mirror Force from this pack here. And I expect the Fiendsmiths to be in a large amount of play percentages going in. As we pull an ultra rare, it's a Riciella, Sinister Soul of the White Forest. And for those of you in tune with the lore and the story, probably are recognizing some patterns here between Riciella and the Diabellstar card line. And yeah, this is one of the extender starter style synchros of the deck. You climb up into your Diabellstar. I forgot the name of the... Actually, I guess we don't know the name of the level 8. But yeah, this is an ultra rare. Yeah, cool. 2 more last packs here. I'm not sure if there's any ultra rares or something left, but there's another Millennium Dragon. Sorry, Mimighoul Dragon. Millennium, as you can imagine, the theme of the set. Mixing that up in my brain as we go to our last and final pack from this box here. We've got a Meteora Drytron, and our super rare is Centurion Atri. All right. That's a pretty nice box here. We've got the Dominus Purge and the Tract for my secret rares. For ultra rares, we've got the Defender, the Dragon Lord, White Woods, and the Millennium Shield as well. Of course, kept these aside here to see the brand new Mimighoul cards. So just 2 of them from this box so far. Alright, first pack of the new box, we've got ultra rare Mimighoul Dungeon. Alright, let's check out what these Mimighouls do. This is a field spell. Let me guess, something to do with adding Mimighouls, most likely. Mimighouls you control that were not normal or special this turn gain attack equal to their original attack defense. Okay, so they get really big on the turn they're not summoned. Any player who controls a face down Cannot normal monsters nor declare attack monsters that were special this turn. Interesting. So if you special summon a Mimighoul to your opponent's field on their turn, then they can't normal summon. Or attack with monsters that were special summoned. That seems like a bit of a nuisance to deal with. During your main phase, you can add a Mimighoul from your deck or grave to your hand. Every main phase, if you keep this thing around. Okay, that's pretty decent. Yeah, definitely looks like a mid-range control style deck for the this new archetype. And we'll see if it can actually hold its own. Do like the fact that it's Earth as well. Means you can use the new Dominance Purge and Trap if you like. New to Beware the White Forest. We got the spell card here. If you control level 6 target card, destroy it. Since it's good by monster effect, set it. Yeah, so the entire style of the White Forest is the discarding. And then because you're discarding, these recycle themselves back onto the field. So that's kind of the whole theme of the White Woods. So really cool. Will we be seeing Runic being thrown in that deck, as always? With Soul Exchange being pulled here. Alright, spell card Soul Exchange. Immediately tribute a monster, and you can use your opponent's monsters. Oh, it's not a quick play? Well, it makes Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon lava golems. So that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, not quick play. I wouldn't even know how that would work, but I mean, sure. Yeah, Adult Scream, Night Dragon, Creation Forest, and EXOD for our holo in this pack. Next up, we got That's 10 into a Creation King. Over here, we've got the new rank 4, the Illusion rank 4, Phobos Kovos. It's a super rare. I think this just like draws a card, I believe. Oh, negates actually. Quick Effective has him an Illusion monster. And we've got Millennium Ankh. First secret rare of the box here is the show 5 forbidden monster cards from your hand, deck, and or face-up field, and then special the Unstoppable Exodia incarnate from the extra. The one that we got in the last box, if you recall. Yeah, this very important card for the strategy. And here we've got a Dark Magic Force, Dark Magic Mirror Force. Next pack, it's a EXOD. Next again, it's a Kubeko. Haven't seen this one before. Number 83. Special this as an effect monster, level 2 Earth Fairy. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a monster effect, set this card in your spell trap zone and then negate the opponent's effect. And if that monster has the highest attack on your opponent's field, return it to the hand. Wow, that is really, really ridiculous. So this is a brand new trap monster, which I think goes in theme with the there's like the new Link 2 rabbit-looking monster, which is a searcher for trap monsters. And yeah, you combine all of those together with old cards, even like Azarun, for example, and you can try and put together an actual good trap monster strategy. And this thing is really powerful for what it does. Like, this is a really good card for being a trap monster. Next up, we've got... Whoa! Alright, didn't expect to see that. A quarter-century Mimighoul dungeon. Alright, well, this pairs up with my other one. And... Mimighoul room. Okay, we're getting Mimighoul cards now. Use a trap card, it looks like. Probably searchable. Special Mimighoul from your hand or deck to your opponent's field. Wow. Or in face-down defense. And then change a face-up monster on the field to face down. Banish this from your grave and target any number of Mimighouls you control, return them to the hand. Okay, alright, a lot to unpack here, but basically, this is just a normal trap card that summons a Mimighoul from your deck to your opponent's field, or to your field, I guess. I mean, I assume there'll be Mimighouls that trigger to flip the Mimighouls you've already given your opponent, and then you can flip something face down. So, I'm getting Power Crept, Ghost Trick vibes from this Mimighoul archetype. Creation into... Magic Colloidal Soul. Well, this is definitely new. It's a Aqua level 2 Water Tuner. If a monster is specialed by your trap effect, except during the damn step, special this card from your hand to grave, but if you summon it from the grave, banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, so, I mean, you can definitely see that there's something going on with the trap monster style, mechanic that's being worked upon here, and this thing kind of furthers that win condition. In your opponent's battle phase, you can immediately Synchro Auric Sea using this. Level 2 is a bit of a strange one to exceed on your opponent's turn. Maybe you can do some stuff into Mimicat. But it seems very good for that specific type of deck. Meteora, Puppet Play into Obliterate Blaze, a super rare. And next pack here, we've got another Soul Exchange. I think I pulled a lot of commons at this point. I haven't seen any Mimighoul commons. So it could just be super plus for that archetype. What is this? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's a new one as well. Mimighoul Maker. It's a super rare. It's a spell card. Reveal 2 flip monsters with different names from your deck, and your opponent randomly picks one for you to special summon to their field and face down, and then you add the other one to your hand. Then you can special a Mimighoul from your hand. If your opponent's special monster except during the damage step, banish this from your grave and target a face down. Your opponent controls change the face. Oh, aha! Well, see, that's where the dragon synergy comes in. Because the Mimighoul Dragon, when it's flipped face up, destroys all monsters you control. So you give your opponent Dragon and then trigger Maker banish, flip up the Dragon, and then Dragon destroys their whole field after they're trying to build a field, basically. This deck is starting to get some teeth now. Alright, last few packs remaining. We've got another Dominus Purge here. Got myself 2, I suppose. That's really cool. Yeah, this hand trap is absolutely incredible. Definitely going to see this being played for years to come, I'm predicting. And over here we've got a Varar, the Valmonican Concord, the Link 2 super rare. And we've got Ultra, oh, Secret, it's Diabell. I was actually talking about you just earlier. Queen of the White Forest, the ultimate boss synchro for this deck, and Secret rare. Next up here we've got Fiendsmiths in Paradise. Third last pack, might still have an Ultra remaining, I believe. Hey, Unstoppable Exodia. Alright, you've seen this one already, and here's our second. An ultimate pack of Infinite Forbidden. Can I get Desiree? Yeah, that's what I'll have. Number 9. Is it level 9? I think so. Final pack. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoyed this box opening. Leave a comment down below with your favorite cards, or favorite rarity of a card, what you think of Mimighouls, subscribe button, etc. And thank you so much for tuning in as we end off in a Fiendsmith Paradise. Thanks again, as always, for tuning in to watch my content early. If you enjoyed this box opening, then again, like I said, please subscribe. It really helps a lot to be able to grow the channel. And you can check out the new upcoming sets whenever there's an early reveal. Most likely, I'll be able to demonstrate that for you. And until next time, adios!